Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Marilyn Darling Show. Today is the 1st of December, and today I am starting a new journal. It's the Green Clairefontaine with the French rule. I don't like the French rule, but the paper holds up fantastically. So, I've already started writing in it for the month, which means I'm going to have to finish it for the month, and then I'm going to start a new journal, hopefully a Clairefontaine, because if I don't get one by Christmas, I'm going to have to buy my own. I'm just kidding. I'm not expecting any of you to buy anything for me. Don't buy anything for me. I have everything I've ever wanted. My husband got me a razor. Haven't used it yet. Sorry. Life has been a little hectic. I have been in kind of a slump. I've been having roommate problems. The house has been having roommate problems. And last night I sat down and I wrote, what to do when you're in a funk. I keep looking over at myself. I'm sorry, I'm really vain. That's why I have my mirror in front of me, so I can stare at the beautiful Marilyn pictures behind me. Anyway, so I wrote down in this little book here what to do when you're in a funk around this time. And it's going to be different for everyone, but I invite you to try and write down the things to do when you're in a funk, because they can help you. And trust me, it's really hard to get external help that is good advice when you're having a funk or you're in a bad way. So, the first thing is breathe. Just breathe. Because holding your breath will make your blood pressure race, and it's not good. So just breathe. Number 2 is step back and review. You've had an incident, or your family's being crazy. Step back and just reflect on what is going on. Okay, just think about what is going on in a realistic sort of way. Number 3 is make a scenario board. What has to change? Who has to change? Finances have to change. These are usually the 3 things in life that make me mad. So, these are usually the things that have to change for me. What has to change? You can either choose to continue doing the thing that you're going to do, or you can change what you're doing so that it will make you better. Who has to change? If someone is doing something to you, you need to tell them in a very detailed way about what they are doing to you so that you can have clarification with them on what they're doing to make you upset or get in a funk. And if your finances are in a funk, then my advice to you is write everything down in a list format, and then that you have to spend for the month, and then write the cost of it, and then next to that put the amount of money that you have in the bank, and then divvy it up for the absolute things that are necessities. Now, I'm not talking about like armpit sauce or coffee or, the things that fluctuate. Sugar, you can never tell when you're going to be out of sugar. But like your rent bill, Netflix, you know when those things are going to happen. So those are the necessities. And then 4 is take small steps, don't run. Just take small steps to accomplish those goals. Don't do everything all in one bunch. You're not going to do it. It's just not how things go. Oh, you want to pay your credit card bills? Oh, but then you're going to have to use your credit card bills at the end of the month. So just do a little bit at a time. Do a little bit over the minimum, because that will make your credit go from here to like to here to here to here to here. So when I started last year about this time, my credit was at like 500 something. Now it's like at 800. So I'm doing well. Like, I've improved my credit significantly by just paying maybe $5 or $10 more than the minimum payment. Means I have good credit. Number 5 is slow down. Slow down with your writing. Slow down with your thoughts. Try and think of one thing at a time, because it is so easy for people who have like a mental disorder to get so all over the place that nothing makes any sense. And that can be really frustrating. So try and think of one thing at a time. And that should kind of help. The next is number 7 is set a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, or biannually, bi-weekly, bi-daily goal. Now, that can be take your medicine on time, that could be take a shower, that could be, that could be have a cup of coffee, that could be make a journal entry, that could be edit a video, that could be do a swatch test, or eat. That's a very important one. A lot of people forget about that you have to do. Every day you have to eat. It's important. So long-term goals are like set goals and write them down. Write them down on FUCK. Take your goals, write them down on a 3x5 card, and then use a little piece of sticky tape and tape it somewhere. Okay? Put a little box next to it, so that way you could check it off when it's done. Or you can do like I do, and you make a New Year's resolutions list. And then you just tick off them as you go. And they can be things like save up for a vacation, or go eat new food, or make new friend, or go to Disneyland, or take more pictures. You do you. Make small accomplishable things. Make accomplishable things, not I'm going to win the Nobel Peace Prize, unless you're a brilliant scientist and you do win the Nobel Peace Prize. Props to you. Or, finish a book, or whatever the case may be. But make it an attainable goal that you know that you're going to finish in a lengthy amount of time, because you don't want to make unrealistic goals like run a marathon, or, travel the world, or go to space. Unrealistic things. So don't make unrealistic things. Make them attainable, make them doable within a year's time. Number 8 is make lists. So, I just got this really cute thing from my friend Sarah, and it is my new favorite toy. It is a unicorn list. So, as you can see, I've already started. Oh, this is just the quick brown fox, but that's a good list to make. So, I'm going to be using this list to make lists of things that I want to do, things that I want to buy, things that I have to buy from the store. Make lists. Make lists of things that you need. Make lists of habits that are not good. Picking your nose, or at least picking your nose in public, or not taking your pills. Make attainable lists. Number 9 is check off lists. So as you make your lists, make sure and check them off so that you feel more accomplished. Number 10 is, if you get discouraged, read positive affirmations. So, number 6 is write down and place positive affirmations. We're going to take a walk. So, all over my room, I have positive affirmations and things that make my life better. So, I would encourage everyone to write down, their positive affirmations. Try and make things that you can abide by, like life rules. These are my life rules, by the way. So, you will go through life and you will realize that certain things happen to you and you have to make a life rule. Now, most of these things can apply to just about anything that you come across in your lifespan. But make life rules, make positive affirmations, so that way, when you get discouraged, you can go and look at your positive affirmations and be reminded that you are a good person. This is what I counteract people who are religious who come Bible thumping at me. I saw this on Grey's Anatomy, and it has been a blessing in disguise for people who are LGBT or who don't understand that there are different people in the world. And for those who say, oh, you can't do this because you're going to go to hell. You know what? I think the only hell that people can create is the one that they create themselves. Why'd you fall down? Why? Stop falling down. I've got 2 vacuums. Anybody want a vacuum? This is when I got sick, so. And then, ouch. Stupid cord. Stepping on things. Let me see. That's all the positive affirmations for this wall. Make positive affirmations. And, put art on your wall that makes you happy. Because you should not have to go through life with boring walls. Anyway, I hope that was helpful. Number 11 is, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Or move on for a while and come back. And that is totally acceptable. If you start a project and it's not going your way, don't throw it away. Just put it to the side somewhere for a little while and come back to it. Because you don't know, you might have a spark of inspiration from somewhere else and want to you get kidnapped somewhere to go have dinner. It happens. Number 12 is go for a walk without any disturbances, devices, phone, tablet, earbud, nothing, no technology. Just go for a walk around the block and look at things. Look at flowers, look at trees, look at the grass, just take note of nature. Nature is our friend, and without it, we wouldn't be here. So, yeah. Go find a flower and sniff it. If you can find one in the wintertime, yeah, do that. Number 13. Forget about it. It's okay to leave it alone for a while. It will return, and if not, it wasn't meant to happen. So just, sometimes, if you have a frustrating thing, you just forget about it. Walk away. Go do something else. Just or, leave it alone. All right, number 14 is go buy an orange, peel it, and eat it. And leave all your technology at home. Just bring some cash and go for a walk to the store, buy an orange, and then peel it and eat it. And it will be frustrating and sticky, and you will forget about all of your problems. Trust me, it's happened. Number 15 is take a shower. I have some of my most brilliant thoughts on the shower. So my grandfather passed away, and we were taking my grandfather's car back to my uncle's house in Kansas, and my uncle was following us in a big rig. A big rig is a little slower than a car. So me and my aunt are in my grandfather's car. We get to the halfway point, which is a way station or whatever it is. It's one of those all-in-one, has a shower, food, shop, a food shop and shower type place. And we went back to get in the car, and the keys were in the car. And we had eaten, and we were going to go back and sit in the car, and then I went and took a shower, and I was sitting there thinking, I was like, God, how are we going to get in the car if we can't get the keys out? So then it came to me while I was taking a shower that my grandfather had told me that the back window was broken, and you could just push it down with your hands. So I got out of the shower, all half naked, and yelling at my aunt, go push down the back window. It was so funny. Everyone was like, 15-year-old naked in the freaking middle of the store. What the fuck's going on? Go take a shower. I'll give you brilliant ideas. Number 16 is play a game. So you can go on your computer and play a game, or find someone and play a game, or go online and play a game with some other people. Just go play a game for a while. Sometimes that gets me out of my funk. Playing Minecraft or Solitaire or one of those boop, 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 boop games. Number 17 is watch a movie or a show or YouTube. So if you're in a funk, just go watch some YouTube. Like, if you have a hobby, go look at videos about the hobby. So I've been looking at videos of Claire Fontaine lately because I really want a Claire Fontaine notebook for the first of the year, because I have the Claire Fontaine, and it's 9 a gram, and it's wonderful, and it's fountain pen friendly and whatnot, but it's frickin' French roll that drives me nuts. It makes me think that the room is spinning. I don't know why. It's just something weird with my brain. I've written that much today, and then I started to get dizzy, so I had to stop. And I can tell when I get dizzy because my letters go from really nice to kind of wobbly Joe like this. It's very strange. Number 18, have your favorite beverage. So, one of my favorite beverages is peppermint tea from Celestial Seasons peppermint tea. It's very good. You should go try some. Number 19 is think about people who inspired you. I've been in this funk, and I've been trying to think of things that would make me feel better. Because right now I have too many pens. I don't use hardly any of them because they're either unimpressive, or they're scratchy, or they have a certain type of filling system that I don't like, or they are the tines are inlaid, the ink doesn't come out, the paper is scratchy, whatever the case may be. And I will stop and I will think about the people who inspired me to get into the hobby in the first place. One of the first people that got me into the fountain pen hobby was Brian Goulet with the pens, and then Chris Sines with the inks. And I am so grateful, because when I first learned about fountain pens, this was what I was working with. This is Parker Quink Black. And I only used black for the first month of my hobby-ish. And getting into the hobby. And then I learned about, oh my god, there's a multitude of colors out there that can't even be explained with words. So, and then I learned that there's like 1,000,001 different pens out there for, you know, and I started buying pens like they were going out of style. And right now, I have a freaking bucket full of them. Bucket full of fountain pens. Oh, you shouldn't keep your fountain pens in a bucket. It's rude. You know what? We all do what we have to do. We can't all afford rickshaw sleeves and whatnot. So, use the things that you have. And, think about the people that inspired you to get into the hobby. I am so grateful for all of the people that I follow. Wasky Squirrel, Chris Rapp, Larry's Fountain Pens. There's so many out there that have inspired me to, you know, better my writing, and I've been watching the calligraphy masters on YouTube, and they are brilliant. Like, it got me into wanting to do, you know, my own calligraphy. So I went out and I bought Pilot Parallels, thinking, oh, that'll be nice. And then I went and bought Noodler's Conrad, and I didn't like the Conrad. There was something wrong with the feed. The ink wouldn't come out, and I didn't want to break the feed, so I threw the damn thing in the trash because it was being frustrating. But I did keep the nib, and so I kept the nib and put it in a Jinhao X450, and Bob's your uncle. There she is. And this is an amazing nib. And the feed keeps up. And ever since then, I have been practicing calligraphy. And by practicing calligraphy, I mean practicing calligraphy skills. And so after I got to a certain point where I thought, you know, I'm getting pretty good at this, I started writing the most difficult word for me, which is lazy, because it looked like 2 Y's or 2 Z's at the end. And so I just started trying to make everything look better, and I slowed down a lot. And that was one of the hints that I was also given, was to slow down, make every letter have a purpose. And so my writing has gotten significantly better. People can read my writing now. So that's an improvement. Think of the things that, number 20, think about the things that you're grateful for. You know, stop and think and be like, look, I have a really nice house. I have good transportation. I'm not hungry. I am well caffeinated. I have pills that keep me alive. I'm doing well. You know, you have to think about the good things that make you go. You know, I have good fresh air. I don't need to like be on a respirator. I'm not in a hospital. I'm doing well. If you are in a hospital, I'm so sorry. I hope you get well soon. You know, think about the things that are going well for yourself. That always brings me out of it a lot of times, because sometimes we take a lot of things for granted. Like, I don't need a $127 fountain pen, but I bought one because I thought, I've been in this hobby for a year now, and I think that I should have something to commemorate my newfound abilities for flex writing. And so I wrote this entire list with my new Pilot Falcon, and I love this pen. It's not as flexible as some people say it is. And when you see these videos of the Pilot Falcon, they show this crazy amount of flexing. If I did that, I'd break my freaking pen. And you don't want to break a $127 pen. So I got this one for $2. And I got a free nib. Well, not a free nib. I bought a nib from, Goulet. And I put it on my other Jinhao X450. It's a Noodler's flex nib. And put it on my other Jinhao X450. So now I have two with a flex nib. And they are my babies. I love them. They are amazing. Grateful for fountain pens. Grateful for YouTube. Grateful for the internet. Grateful for this wonderful computer that I put through so much. Grateful for my game. Grateful for coffee. Grateful for sugar and spice. All the things of life. Anyway. And number 21 is take a nap. Like 2 hours. And set an alarm. So sometimes if you're in a funk and you're just mad about it, just take some time and have a nap. Sometimes a nap is really helpful. Especially if you're woken up too early or, you've had a really big meal. You just take a nap. It's fine. It's fine. So those are my 21 tips of how to get out of a funk. If you can think of any more, please leave those in the comment section below because I'd like to know what you do to get out of a funk. That's all for right now. Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Okay, love you. Bye.